Yo, Elliot.
So our buddy Colleen keeps getting the flu. Twice a year, he can count it like clockwork. He works to build up all his gains, all his muscular gains, strength gains, whatever his idea of gains is. And he loses it all twice a year due to contracting or getting the flu. And then he says that he feels like a 90-year-old man, and he's got to work hard, twice as hard to get back to his health and then regain. And it's become frustrating. You know, it's a sick, sad cycle to nowhere, because every time he gains, he loses, he gets the flu, and wants to give up. But before he gives up, sends Yo Elliott a question. What do I do? How do I deal with this? How do you, in fact, he asks, Elliott, deal with this? Okay, well, the very first thing is I don't get sick. Okay? And you didn't get the flu. The flu got you. See the difference there? The flu got you. The pathogens, these pathogens are opportunistic. They're looking for opportunities to attack weak organisms. Right? We don't tend to look at it that way. We tend to look at it as, we're victims of this thing called life, and flus happen to us. No. Your defenses were low, you were weak, and the pathogen is looking for a host. You are a very welcome host. And about twice a year, you're a welcome host to the flu virus. So we might think, well, it's flu season, so it's all fucking flus are out there, and now the flus are getting me because there's more flus, right? We're all focused on the external. So what we do is we try to work outside here and avoid the flu. Of course, washing hands and stuff, or taking flu vaccines, right? All these extrinsic. We try to fight with the flu out here, not realizing that the flu is laughing at you the whole time, because he senses your weakness. Your defenses are low. And the reason why your defenses are low is because there's a stress response in your body. Your body responds to stress the same way, with an increase of adrenal hormones, a sympathetic response from your autonomic nervous system, and basically you're in a fight or flight state. You become burnt out, either because of changes in the weather, changes in your lifestyle, circumstances, school begins, you get a new job, you have a new baby, whatever the case may be, but you're in a constant fight or flight state, and when you're constantly fighting, you're in this fighting state, your defenses are low, right? You're burning yourself out, trying to keep up with life. And in that state, you end up being very open to having one of these pathogens catch you. They got you, your guard is down, right? So it's not that there's more flus out there, it's that there are two times a year where your defenses are low. And it might be cyclical. Pay attention. Is it when school starts? Is it when the weather changes? For some reason, there's a internal response to an extrinsic stimulus. Your defenses grow weak and you get attacked. So like I said before, I don't get the flu. I don't get sick. And they don't get me. I fight off sicknesses. I fight off the flu, right? So this might sound strange, because Elliot, you just said, well, if you're in a constant state of fight or flight, and that's what's causing your defenses to drop, how is it that you attack it with this attitude of, I'm now fighting the thing, right? Because that would just put you further into a sympathetic response. You'll burn yourself out even more if you go about it that way. I'm gonna fight the flu off. It's a different kind of fighting. It takes a totally different approach, totally different strategy when you fight off a pathogen. Because to fight off a pathogen, you really are strengthening your resistance to it. And the way you strengthen your resistance to it is by reducing the stress in your body. And the best way to approach that is to rest more. So the minute you begin noticing that your defenses might be low, right? I mean, you already know what time of year, right? Twice a year. Your defenses are going to be low. It's October. Defense is usually pretty low right now. Do not take any new projects on. Do not fight with your wife. Don't try to get a new career at this particular time of the year. And rest a little bit more. You're used to getting up at the crack of dawn. You're used to getting up at 5 a.m. because you're going to go work out. You're going to train. So Elliot says it's a good idea. Well, sleep in a little bit more. Go to bed a little bit earlier. Be nicer to yourself. If there's an opportunity where you can push a little bit harder, back off just a little bit. Now this is the hardest fucking fighting there is, because everything that we want to do is yang, 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 dick, 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 dick. And I'm asking you to become just a little vagina. Just become a little bit of a pussy. Back up just a little bit. Rest a little bit longer. Don't be so aggressive. Don't be so ambitious. Chill for a little bit. Because now what's happening is you're building up your body. You're stimulating those anabolic pathways, right? And as you build up through the anabolic pathways, you build up your immune system. Now, because you chilled out, when those flus come, your defenses are so strong that they can't get you. And that's the whole point here. Create a situation where they can't get you. They're out there, and they're gonna get weak people. They don't get people who fight by being a pussy. I'm done.
Yo, Elliot.